bronze in the 50 breast last summer, one of his 3 individual medals. You got Cody Miller as well, Rio Olympic bronze medalist in the 100 breast. And there's Michael Andrew Rowdy with what he's done. And Miller, another guy, a little long in the tooth back in the day, swimming-wise, but at 31, seemingly healthy and maybe starting to build a case to get back on a world team this summer.
Yeah, I was talking to him earlier, Jason, and he said he's just loving swimming right now. And when you're a happy swimmer, normally you're a fast swimmer. And right now, he is really enjoying the sport of swimming. Not sure what happened, but they held him up. They're going to call him. By the way, all 3 of those guys that you saw, Fink, Andrew, and Miller, are in the top 7 in the world. 3 of the 7 right here in this race.
Fink put up his best time of the season in Fort Lauderdale at that phenomenal outdoor venue. Michael Andrew was 1/100th of a second rally behind in second place. And Cody Miller in the mix too. He was within 2/10 of Nic Fink in that thrilling race we saw in early March in Florida.
Yeah, and this one now we see Petrashov, a name we didn't even mention. He was out first, 27.9. He was the only guy to go under 28 going out.
Third at the NCAAs in the 100-yard breast for Louisville for the 2-time Olympian from Kyrgyzstan, the 23-year-old, trying to see if he can make this stand up against a host of world Olympic medalists here. Comeback battle at the wall. Give the win to Nic Fink, out-touching everybody else. Petrashov in second, Miller third, and the top 3 separated by less than a 10th.
Can we get any better with these races? And how did Nic Fink do that? I thought this was all Petrashov. You see that great line that Nic Fink has with that black cap right in the middle. He is so good at extending that line with each and every stroke. But it was Petrashov up there that had the lead early on. You can't ride the glide too much, and he maybe got into a little bit of that at the end of the race, Petrashov I'm talking about. But Nic Fink is so good, especially at the end of a race, Jason, at minimizing the resistance in a stroke that's loaded with it, especially that last 5 meters. How about that race? 9 100s, 3 swimmers. Beautiful race.
Again, the guy that took world gold in the 50 breast, bronze last summer in this event, able to have a last few calculated great meters to take the win away from Petrashov and Miller down the stretch, as Nic Fink is the only one to crack a minute here in this race. And Nick getting some accolades there for some other guys. Nick, congratulations. How did that feel, building off what you were able to race your way to a victory in Fort Lauderdale?
It was good. I mean, you know, consistency is king, so never going to complain about that. But happy for a chance to get out here and race. This has been a great crowd last year, and it will be again this year, so I'm excited to keep racing this weekend.
Do you get a sense of where you're at in a race like that in breaststroke, where you're constantly looking forward? You know, 9 100 separated you 3 guys.
Yeah, no, I knew exactly where I was at all times. It's you know, that's kind of the beauty of it, especially in the last 5 meters, 10 meters, is you never know where you are, so you got to keep your head down and really try to finish.
Great job, buddy.
Thanks so much, appreciate it.
Nic Fink, more often than not, he's been at the front of late whenever he hits the pool, finding his way to the wall first again here in Westmont.